Hey guys, Brooklyn Boyz here, and
Do the Rock 18.
And this is the first video that both our sites are doing together, so you'll be able to see this video on both of our sites.
Exactly.
The group and Mike's individual. And as you can see, it is a tribute to 9/11 because both Mike and I grew up in Brooklyn, which is, as you guys know, right across the water from New York City. And the biggest question everybody always asks is, where were you on 9/11? Well, I was in high school, my second year. Classes had just started like a few days earlier, and we were in class. Somebody came in and said, the Twin Towers, one of the towers was hit by a plane, and we all thought he was joking, so we all laughed it off and said, yeah, well, at least there's still one. Then about an hour later, we heard the other tower was hit, and it was more serious, especially because the teachers were saying it's true, it was on the news, and everybody was just quiet. One class I was in, a teacher came in to tell a girl that her father who worked in the Twin Towers, wasn't there, was missing, and it was horrible to just see her break down and cry right in the front of the room. And it was a day that I still remember like it was yesterday. It was horrible.
A horrible day for America, indeed. And with my side of the story, I was in my second year of junior high school, and I didn't know this happened until I came home. The TV was on, and I was saying, what's happening, what's going on? So when I heard that the Twin Towers collapsed, I was literally crying because I remember taking a trip to go see the Twin Towers, and I always loved looking at it up close or far away. It was like a trademark, and for the people who died, it was just very sad. And
so many people died because of this tragedy. People that worked in the Twin Towers, people that were on the plane. So many. And after the tragedy, a few months later, to see the city without the Twin Towers anymore, it was like Manhattan was just missing something, and I don't know, it just, the whole rest of the year into the year 2002 was just like the city was quiet.
And seeing that smoke in the air.
Yeah, living in Brooklyn, we saw the smoke from coming from Manhattan and passing over into God knows where, but it was a day that I sure am never going to forget, because it was just, and then now to know that the Twin Towers aren't there anymore, it's like surreal. I still sometimes can't believe that they're just not there anymore, and they're not going to be put back either. And it's just, especially to me, because that's always what I look to when I went into the city, and to have the two buildings that I always, looked out for first, not being there anymore, it's like, where'd they go? It's like, and then the person who did this is still out there.
And they're always like right in front of us, these towers. It's like, just stood out.
And now they're building another tower, the Freedom Tower, and it's still, even though they're rebuilding, which is great, it'll never be like the Twin Towers. The Twin Towers was special in their own way, and there'll never be any building in the world, any building built, any building put there, any tribute put there, nothing and no building on this planet will ever replace the Twin Towers.
Yes.
And that's really it. To all the families who've lost somebody on this day, to all the people, we send our love, and we promise
sympathy as well.
We will never forget.